Over the next few months, you're going to hear mostly the same list of utterly nonsense hoaxes that have been long debunked, even some debunked by liberal fact checkers and media outlets. Now, the staff writers who work with me publishing my twice daily newsletter have compiled the top 10 corrections to lies about Donald Trump that you heard this week at the DNC. I thought you might enjoy hearing those top 10. Here they are. Number one, Trump's 2016 campaign did not collude with Russia. In fact, the government wasted $30 million of our tax money investigating that groundless accusation and found it wasn't true. Number two, Donald Trump did not incite his followers to riot or attack police officers on January 6th of 2021. He actually told them to protest peacefully and patriotically. And after the riots started, he urged them to obey the police and leave quietly. He also urged Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of D.C. to let him send 10,000 National Guard troops that day, and they both refused. Number three, Trump did not try to grab the wheel of the presidential limo and force his driver to take him to the Capitol on January 6th. Of all the nutty things, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I've been in the presidential limousine with presidents before. I always wanted to ride in it as the president. That never really worked out. But I've been in that car with the dude who's the president on several occasions, more than one president. And I got to tell you, you can't jump up from the back to the front seat. It's physically impossible. And when that came out, anybody who's ever been around a presidential detail said, got to be kidding. Well, that's been debunked by all the alleged witnesses who were there. Number four, Trump never said there were very fine people among the neo-Nazis at Charlottesville. Never said that. He actually said that those people, the neo-Nazis, should be condemned totally. Even a liberal fact-check group admitted that any other assessment of that was totally false. Number five, Trump did not refuse to visit a U.S. military cemetery in France because he said the soldiers there were suckers and losers. The trip got canceled because the weather was too dangerous for his helicopter to take off. And that whole comment about the suckers and losers, that was refuted by everyone who was present, including my own daughter, but also including people who are not even Trump fans. And if I didn't trust them, I'd always trust my daughter. Just would do that. Never said that. Number six, Trump never said he planned to be a dictator from day one if he was reelected. In fact, he scoffed at the accusation and then joked that he would be a dictator, but only for one day. He'd order the border sealed and oil companies to drill, baby, drill. So, joking about being a dictator for one day and vowing to be a dictator from day one are two very different things. But let's face it, the people on the far left, they do not have a sense of humor. Number seven, Trump did not say there would be a bloodbath if he didn't win. He said there would be a bloodbath, a financial bloodbath in the automobile industry if Biden did win. Simple as that. Number eight, Trump never suggested that Americans inject or drink bleach to fight COVID. Again, one of the dumbest things I ever heard him accused of. Yeah, Donald Trump said you ought to inject bleach. I think people who say that, they did inject the bleach. I mean, something fried their brains. I mean, seriously, did anyone honestly believe that one? Number nine, Trump's platform is called Agenda 47, not Project 2025. Project 2025, it's a Heritage Foundation initiative that Trump had nothing to do with. He's even dismissed it, even though, quite frankly, it's not at all a scary plan. It actually is pretty sensible. But the Democrats decided that they were going to attack it, and it was horrible because, you know why? I'll tell you why they didn't like it. It had too many pages, and they didn't have enough pages to color. That's what they didn't like about it. And then number 10, Trump does not back a federal abortion ban. He agrees with the Supreme Court that it is a state issue, and that's what the repeal of Roe v. Wade did. Now, Those are just the top 10 lies that are said about Donald Trump. There are plenty more, but you get the picture. So when you have family or friends who are never Trumpers because they are repeating the lies, take the list I've just given you and help them out. You know, Jesus said it well. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.